Hi, Boss Guru Zoot here again with the Roland GR55 guitar synth and V-guitar processor. Now in this video I'm actually going to get into the Boss multi-effects side of the GR55 and process my regular magnetic pickups here, which are passed through the 13-pin cable as well and used as a Boss multi-effects processor. So let's dive in. Okay, to get into use the GR55 as a Boss multi-effect processor, we're going to go into the edit menu now, and this is where we can see our four main tones. If your tone page isn't displayed, just use the page buttons to get over to there now. The buttons to the left are where you turn on or off any one of the four tones by moving your cursors and then using the value wheel. In this case I want to turn the normal pickup on, so now we got some guitar sound. Over here is the volume control, so if you have really hot pickups you might want to turn that down, or in the case of a single coil you might want to turn that up a little bit. Across the top you will see the various different other page tabs here. So if I want to get into the effects, the Boss multi-effects, we're going to page over, and now I'm looking at the 6 types of Boss multi-effects that are in there. Here's our Cosm modeled amps, here's our Boss modeled pedals, here's a stereo multi-effects, here's a delay, here's our reverb, chorus, and then a final EQ at the end. So if you want to select any of those different effects, in this case we just want to turn on one of the Cosm amps, go over to the left, turn it on, and now we've got that lovely sound, in this case, of a clean twin. If you want to change an amp, as soon as you've selected any of the effects types in the middle there, just moving the value dial here opens up a drop-down menu where you can select any of the different effects. And the amplifiers in this case. So if I wanted to, there's my clean twin, there's a nice full range. If I wanted to go to a Pro Crunch, I like that Pro Crunch, that's nice there. So I've selected that. Away we go. Let's say I want to add a little bit of reverb to this. Just move down to the reverb section there, turn the reverb on. Lovely reverb. If you want to change the reverb, just select the effects section in the middle there, move your value dial, and there's all the 5 reverbs that are available on the GR55. So if I wanted to go up to a nice room reverb, I'm good to go there. Let's turn on some delay. So go over, turn on the delay section there, move and select our delay. Here is the various different types of delay there. So if you want to get some nice modulation delay from the DD7, you're good to go there, and here is the return of that effect. So that's where you can turn that effect up or down there. To drill into any of the effects once you've selected them, just simply select them and then you can press the enter button to get a more detailed view of that effect. In this case it's the delay effect, so I could change up here the time, the feedback, my effect level, and then all the sends from the various different buses to that effect processor. In this case, we can actually use, by paging over to the structure tab here, you can see the structure of how you actually use your 4 tones and how each of those 4 tones can feed the different effects processors. In structure number 1, I've actually split the multi-effects processor so that could be used separately, for instance, on the V-guitar chain rather than on my normal guitar chain, which could go through the amps and the models. You can actually put the structures, we call it structure 2 here, into series, or you can split them into parallel like that. If you want to be able to change what is feeding that effects processor, move your cursor over there and you can see that I could actually bypass, not go through any of the effects, or I could go through the amp and models, or I could route that through my multi-effect processor like that as well. So it's very easy to be able to route your effects. In this case I'm going to leave them to the amp mode and then exit out of that. So that's how you use the GR55 as a Boss multi-effect processor. Also remember, you want to write your patch at the very end too to be able to save that.